Hi Leo, welcome to your 2026 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is Gypsy Insights Tarot. Leo, thank you for all your support throughout the year, for your fabulous likes, your fabulous hypes, your sumptuous shares, and your noble subscriptions. Oh gosh. Leo, let's see. I'm in a playful kind of mood for your reading, so let's see where this is going. I'm liking the energy. I really am, because it feels like having fun with things in 2026. It's your choice, of course. You get to decide how you live your life, but let's see what spirit is coming through when it comes to messages for my lovely Leos in the year 2026. And it's so hot here, guys. I'm in the southern hemisphere, so these cards are sticking to me. No AC here, so it's like 90 degrees, and it's hot as you know what. So let's take a look and see what's coming through for my Leos for 2026. If you would like a personal reading, of course, my channel is open and ready for you. So if you would like to be read, you can click on the links that are down below in the descriptions box, or you can just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy. That's ETSY. Okay, I've been meditating on your energy, Leo, so just a few more shuffles here and we'll get started with the reading. I am pulling out a lot of cards today for the Wheel of the Year spread, so bear with me. Worth the wait, I promise. So let's take a look. We'll be looking at the general energies, seeing what comes through for Leo during the year of 2026. For Leo, please, Spirit, let's get these cards down. I do hope that you are enjoying the holiday season, however way you choose to enjoy that. And of course, Happy New Year, guys. Let's take a look here. I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards. Firstly, let's pull one from this deck here, and we'll talk about what the theme of the year for you guys is for 2026 for Leo, please. Please show me Leo 2026. And we do have crystals, a healing energy. Now, when we talk about crystals, some of you could be getting into crystals this year, but more than that, the main energy that I'm getting around this is one of energy healing. So when we're very focused on help, giving help, receiving help. For a lot of my Leos, you are a helper. You like to help others. There's a generous spirit here. But you may have been so focused on helping others that you may have forgotten about yourself. We do tend to put the needs of others first, especially my Leos, and your own wonderful self last. But this is the opposite of the way in which you need to be healed. There's an energy of needing to nurture, love, and care for yourself, which leads to wholeness and balance. It gives you the strength to help those around you without draining your own life force. So it does feel like if there's been too much energy spent on healing others, which has led to hurt, disappointment, perhaps even anger or resentment, it's time to let that go, to move on. This is a natural, effective healing energy at this time, and it may not even be like, certainly if you're feeling ill or if you're feeling drained or in some way, certainly see a healthcare professional. But for others of you where that perhaps isn't the whole picture, for some of you, you may be looking at more holistic energy, but certainly that's not something to replace what you already have. It's just an addition. It could even be like Reiki or meditation, something like that I'm picking up. Now, when it comes to what kind of energy you'll be surrounded by in 2026, Leo, let's take a look, please, Spirit. Oh, wow. I'm going to take both of those because they both kind of volcanically erupted there. Drive and belonging. Oh, look at that. Very, very strong chariot kind of energy there. You see this card of drive. It's being pulled by these two animals. So it's very similar to the Chariot card. Drive and a sense of belonging. For some of you, you may be distant, and maybe even just a small distance from family or someone important in your life. But that's good, because I feel like it's something that you can easily get to. For some of you, you could be focused on remaining or moving somewhere closer to family or someone important in your life. Maybe there's an energy here of you had to go towards family in order to care for family. That's for some of my Leos out there, but won't be for all. And for some of you, you could be longing to belong. Now, when we talk about drive, just as a general energy, nothing too literal here, this is confidence. And it's about getting back to basics. An energy here of lightening your load, simplifying your life. For some of you, yes, that's the case. You may have been for a long time being of a help or a healing. For some of you, you may have even been in the healing arts, healing sciences. You could have been a nurse, a doctor, someone who worked in the health field. But that, of course, was a heavy load, a heavy burden to carry. For some of you, you may have been sharing the burden or being the main, having the main burden of caring for an individual in your life. But this is getting back to basics. For a long time, Leo, you may have overextended yourself or overcommitted to certain activities. So cutting back on that, cutting back on your schedule. There's new motivation around you, new inspiration. New inspiration, sorry guys, my throat chakra just closed up there. So if you've been feeling stuck, or if you've been waiting to find a solution, the energy is going to start moving again. And I don't feel that you have to choose to go alone on this path, because you've got this card of belonging. But what you do need to make sure is that if you do bring others with you, that they have the same goals and objectives in mind. Pay attention not to stay in relationships or friendships that are going nowhere, or certainly don't settle for something just because you feel an obligation. Now is not that time. I feel that that's past energy for you. If you want to create changes in your life, explore what your options might be. There could be an increase in finances, but it's not a time to be spending big money here. Bide your time, prepare for what's coming, and it could be a trip or extended travel that's on the horizon for you. And this sense of belonging, I feel, is who you bring along with you on this journey of yours. Belonging, of course, is a sense, it comes from a need, really. A need. You may feel like a need to get out of seclusion by bonding with people around you. Now, these people can be your family, your peer groups, your community. It's not, I'm not really feeling one way or the other about that. It's just a necessary part of life. Now, you can think of people around you as a positive influence or a negative. There are many positive aspects to belonging. That includes an ability to love, to feel love, to connect, to bond, to share and care for others. We often see ourselves through the mirror of a relationship, how others see us. So with this card, it's really about focusing on the positive feelings from being part of a community, learning to trust, ask for help, and to rely on others. So it may be a transition time for some of you where you've gone from healing or helping others to one where perhaps you need a little bit of help here as well with this healing card. Won't be for all of you, but for some of you, yes. Now, for those of you who are working towards a goal or a business, career goal, let's take a look at what's coming up for you, what kind of energy you need to be in here, Leo, in order to bring about your full potential this year. What kind of energy does Leo, what kind of careers, what kind of aspects are best for potential when it comes to Leo, please, in 2026? We've got the Queen energy. Oh yeah. Now the Queen is attached to the Moon. more of a feminine energy. But this is not meant to be about gender here. I am an empowered feminine leader. So Leo, this is about wearing the crown. And again, it's not gender specific, guys. You can be male or female with this energy. It's about a sense of royalty, being regal, courageous, prosperity, loyal, powerful, compassionate, intuitive, responsible, administrative, knowledgeable, and trustworthy. Some of you are bringing in this energy towards you if you're interested in love. This may be, your queen or your king. This could be the person that you want in your life, someone who is empowering and is empowered. Someone who shares this drive, someone who shares your ambitions, your goals, where you want to be in life. And for others of you, you could be relying on someone like this throughout this year. Someone who is a very empowered feminine leader. They could even be as I said, a doctor, someone who's in the healing career field, whatever that means, guys. I mean, there's thousands of different ways that could manifest in your life, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It could be someone who's going to be a positive influence this year. That you could need to reach out to help from this individual. It could be a friend, a family member, or could even be someone that is a member of your community. Now, when it comes to the overall energy of January, let's dive right in, guys. Leo, we've got the owl, and this is more moon energy, strong moon energy for you in 2026. And this is seeing through the shadows, seeing through our fears, very psychic energy, patience, the Hanged Man. Well, the thing is, Leo, you're not a very patient individual, but you have to be patient here. Some of you could be looking for solutions to problems, and for some of my Leos, I get that something that you're fearing when it comes to your future. You're not seeing the whole picture yet, so before you race to an assumption, it's best to hold back. Yes, definitely don't act from a place of fear this year or a place of ego. There's an energy here of needing assistance, needing help, perhaps in finding a solution to an issue that may have already popped up, because it's coming in with this energy in January. So I feel that you're already aware of this. Something that you see as a problem or potential problem in the future. Be patient, wait and see before taking any kind of action. Let's talk about this energy of patience. We have this beautiful bird, and with this one, this bird is going through a number of emotions, feelings with this moon energy. It is definitely dense feelings, confusion. And when we're confused, when we don't see clearly, we get scared. We don't know what's ahead. We can't see what's ahead. And things that look one way in the fog, in that dense fog, will look another way in the light, where there is clarity. But when you can't perceive what's on the horizon, your imagination can perhaps get it a little bit far ahead of you. So in dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still. So for now, there's an energy of waiting. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way may in fact be completely different. So be patient, the truth will emerge. There's obscured visibility here with the moon. And when we have that obscured visibility, our imaginations can run a bit wild. But if you wait, listen to your instincts and pay attention to your instincts at this time, the way ahead will become clear. So there's a little bit of confusion, there's energy of waiting there in January. In February, we do have the more holding back energy, intuition, the High Priestess. Got the Spider card. Looks a little scary, but it's really not. It's about knowledge, thriving, and the Six of Swords. So it does feel like the year opens with some trepidation, some fears, but soon, and I've got it very soon, in February in fact, things that seemed one way actually turn out to be much better than you could have possibly hoped for. With this thriving card, you're moving away from a challenge. If you have been feeling ill, I get that there is positive movement forward here. With this thriving card, we've got the giraffe, and giraffes see above all else. They see far into the distance. And we also have the baobab tree here, which is the tree of life. So for some of you, this is about seeing a lot of life ahead of you. Whereas before there may have been some fears, some doubts, something that you were fearing was going to come true actually isn't true. Yes. You're a survivor here, guys. This is very much surviving. Not only surviving, but using the challenges to thrive. So adapting to your circumstances rather than being overcome by them. There's a remarkable ability for you to survive any challenge here. You are very strong, Leo. Others may find shelter in your energy because you are strong. And I think that is something in the past that has been a superpower for you, this strength. And through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. Yes. You do find power in being able to be other people's rock. This is definitely a primordial, powerful, wild energy. There's an increase in vitality and certainly a sense of, when it comes to your well-being, things being quite a drastic change. Yes. And this is something that you need to pay attention to at the beginning of the year, because I feel you're getting intuitive sparks, dreams, nudges that everything is going to be much better very soon, and you are in fact correct. You are right in that regard. Now when it comes to March here, Leo, we've got a divine energy of the Temperance, the Manta Ray. And this is about the miracles of harmony, success, and the King of Wands. Oh, look at you. Wow. So you're thinking things are going to be kind of bleak. You're not going to get what you wanted in the beginning of the year, but look at you powering ahead. I mean, there's success here, guys. Temperance tells me that things are coming together. Through a little bit of patience, just have a little bit of patience. You don't have to wait long here, guys. For some of you, you could be traveling to a place which is tropical, somewhere where there's incredible diversity. You could be traveling to some place which has a lot of diversity of life, many different animals, plants, and even if you're just going to the city, I mean, there's a lot of diversity in big cities as well. So I feel that by being amongst a lot of diverse energies, perhaps being away from the same old, you may need to step out or away from an environment which has felt unhealthy, or an environment which has felt restrictive in some way. Some of you may have had an extended stay in a hospital, or you may have been caring for someone who was in the hospital, or perhaps someone was caring for you at home. But in any event, I feel like you're going to be able to get out. You're going to be able to travel. You're going to be able to find a lot of success there. things are rapidly growing, rapidly changing. We see this lushness of vegetation in this card. This is success in many different ways. There's satisfaction here, a sense of contentment with the Temperance card. There's fulfillment here. So be ready to accept and embrace this success, for it might occur very rapidly. All is possible here. The gates of triumph are waiting to open with that success card. And of course, when you find success, it's important to be grateful for that. No matter big or small, whatever this is, if it is a small success, it will give birth to larger ones down the line, as long as we remain in this energy of gratitude, counting our blessings. And your satisfaction, Leo, will come in many forms and from many areas of life. So celebrate it all, no matter how small or big. It's an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, make deals, because the energy of good luck is upon you here in the month of March. Wow. Pretty early on in the year. Now in April, we do have the Ten of Wands. There's ambition here. Now I'm actually feeling like there's still work to be done. There's still work to be achieved towards this fulfillment. But you've achieved a small success. You've managed to put something of value. You've built up something of value. This is something to be applauded. There's an accomplishment here. Ambition. In the month of April, there may be a small, very small period of time when I'm picking up as like a day or two, a day or two of really hard work. But on the other side of there, it's a sense of fulfillment. So you may be having a project, something that comes in rather rapidly, and you have to do it quickly. You have to act on it quickly, but boy, it leads to fulfillment. It's like stepping back after the fact and looking at what you've achieved and going, wow, I did that, and I did it in pretty quick time. Okay. Wow. Something that's a big change there in April, and it leads to a sense of fulfillment. It's when we're doing work and we're achieving work over a long period of time, we don't often look to see how far we've come. But when it happens quickly, I feel that it's something that you can kind of look around and say, wow, I did that, and I did it in like 2 or 3 days. Something like that. It's a big momentous shift. Now in May, we do have the woodpecker, which is getting out of self-imposed restrictions and having new perspectives, an opportunity, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, you seem to be accepting this new opportunity. For some of you, you have someone around you who could be looking at this work that you've done and is offering you a new opportunity in work. And this is something that is welcomed by you, this opportunity. It's as a result of you having a new perspective, because it looks like you're going to do some things that make you feel like you're a success, that make you feel like you're achieving something. And as a result of that, when this opportunity comes in, you're not going to knock it back. You're not going to say, okay, well, no, I'm not ready for that, because you absolutely are. So when this opportunity comes in, guys, it may be something that you don't automatically see. We see this moon through these trees. Sometimes those trees obscure the moon. So it may be something that isn't readily seen as something that leads somewhere good. You may not see this as your path ahead. with this, I do feel that there is health, longevity. Again, I get that. So if you've been feeling like things were limited in your life, no, things are quite long-standing. There's long life here, guys. There's vitality. There's gentle and easy days ahead. Now, of course, through life, there's a lot of ebbs and flows. It's not a steady stream of fulfillment. But that's very similar to the moon peeking through these trees for a moment or two. So there seems to be an opportunity here of something that flows. So stay open, be receptive. Physical and emotional gifts will be coming into your life. So instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady or constant stream of gifts coming from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. So using the universal law of gratitude here, an opportunity will be coming towards you. It may be it may be something where there is like getting in on the ground floor, or maybe more entry level energy, but it can lead to something else. So while you may think, well, that's just going to be restricting me, it actually leads to something else that will be bigger. A small opportunity, a small victory, but leads to bigger things. Okay, now when it comes to June, we do have the Six of Swords. So for a lot of you, there's better times ahead. There could be, this could lead to movement. I did get travel, a new home, a new hearth, where there is abundance. And with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, now is the time to act. Okay, so there you go. So act on this opportunity. Say yes. Say yes to abundance. Say yes to a new home, to a new hearth, to a new place. There's an energy here of making a big change with that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Because previously it seems like there's been a block for you with that Hangman in reverse. There's been a block, but there's no block here in June. No, wildflowers are not intentionally planted. There's an untamed energy here. There's natural freedom. These are flowers that exist. They're not controlled. They're abundant without effort. Prosperity is everyone's birthright, and that's just the truth of it. It's simply aligning our vibration and frequency with that which we desire most, which I feel is abundance. Health, vitality, love, money, all of that. So there's blossoming here. There's opening yourself up to receive abundance, fulfillment, prosperity being activated, Leo. Life wants you to prosper, and here you are moving toward an outpouring of abundance, whether that's energy, time, love, money, opportunities. However, you have to take action in the direction of your dreams. So you can't wait for abundance to just fall out of the sky. You have to do something about it. Don't hold back. Yeah, this card reveals that it's a great time to make investments when it comes to what it is you want. And of course, there's an energy here of being grateful for what you receive, and thereby opening up your heart to give. So being grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. So yeah, there's better times ahead. Money, love, health is important this year, Leo. And I don't feel like it's something that you have to, you're so used to waiting. But this year it feels like a much more faster paced energy, like you won't have to wait as long. Any opportunities that come in for you, act upon them, and you won't have to wait as long for what it is that you want. Yeah. Now, Leo, when it comes to July, we've got the Eight of Cups, which is a sense of walking away, escapism, seeing the truth, moving forward, and the Three of Pentacles. So for a lot of you Leos, you are working towards a goal with like-minded people. Now, we did have this sense of belonging, working together on a common goal with others. Moving forward, we see that the path ahead is being illuminated by the sun. So whereas back here things were looking a little dark, a little cloudy, you couldn't really see the way ahead, but you were kind of going with your instincts, going with your intuition and hoping for the best, here you're seeing clearly. And it's by working together with others. So if you do need to ask for help here, guys, ask for it. See where you may need to leave a certain way of something which has reached its natural conclusion. Yeah, with that Eight of Cups, the Walrus tells me that you've been perhaps a little bit clumsy, a little bit slow, but if that Walrus goes into the water, then things become much more easy flowing. So there's something here about being led with your emotions, letting your emotions lead you, Leo. If there has been an emotional block, I see that a release of those emotions will allow you to move forward. For some of you, you may need to get some help in that regard. Again, won't be for all of you. Yeah, so moving forward here, guys, you're one of the few signs where there is positive movement in the summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, for some reason I feel like there's a lot of things that happen in June, July, August, which can get a lot of people stuck, unmotivated, or problems. But for you, I see the way is clear here. You know, these grassy hills, there's abundance with this. This is nourishment. This is going somewhere where there is nourishment. So for some of you, you're moving away from a place where there's not much opportunity in life, and you're moving more towards this land of opportunity. There's fertility here, there's productivity wherever you're going. There's also opportunities for health, for abundance and fulfillment, things growing and expanding. So keep going forward. It may be easy to be distracted at this particular time, but it's important not to let anything hold you back here. Step up your efforts and know that your needs will be taken care of on the other side of this, you taking steps towards this. Your life is moving forward powerfully. There's an intensification in the best possible way to bring in things that are for your highest good. And for some of you, you're escaping a situation which has become a situation where there is just a lack of possibility, a lack of positivity. There's something which was frustrating for too long. You're moving away from that to something which feels like a gateway to nourishment. Seeing the truth of where your best leads are, where you're best receiving the most opportunity to get ahead. Now in August, Leo, we do have the Mouse, and this is Three of Pentacles energy, and it's about collaboration, following your dreams, relaxation, and the moon. There's that moon energy. 3 times we've gotten the moon in your reading so far. Actually 4 times if I'm including this opportunity card, and I will. 4 times we've included this moon energy. So this is an energy of dreams. Working on your dreams. Don't allow them just to be dreams. Long-held dreams. What is it that you're dreaming about? Dream the big dream. What are your fantasies? What is it that you want to create? Go for the thing that you feared in the past. For some of you, you're reading about distant places or places that you're imagining better than the life you have now. There's a somewhat adventurous kind of energy that I'm getting around this. It feels like reading about places and then actually going and seeing them, or going and reading about doing something and then actually going to do it. And for some of you, you could be finding people online or people around you who will help you in that way. Okay. So for some of you, you could be taking a little bit of a break, or you may be spending some time at night or on your work breaks here, dreaming about the possibilities. Now, when it comes, and you're thinking, oh, that's not going to happen, or you're thinking perhaps that you're too small for that, that it's something that if you work towards, that you're going to bite off more than you can chew. But no, a spirit is saying that this is not just an illusion, not just a fantasy. You can, through the help of others, by talking about this, by reaching out, by saying what you want, make this a reality. Taking action. Let's have a look in September. Yeah, we've got the Empress energy, which is again abundance, creativity, fertility, taking the lead. The Page of Wands in reverse tells me that you have to get started here, guys. Communication is key. This sense of adventure. It's up to you. The portal is open. You know, this leadership card and the Empress is a beautiful energy of creating the life that you want. But with leadership, it means that you have to take responsibility for doing this. You know, this is the North Star, wishing upon a star. There's aspiration here, illumination, inspiration, imagination, wonder. This is using the stars to be guided through confusion. It can be acting as a compass as well, moving you in the right direction. It's a beacon. So stepping into this energy, taking on board this leadership role, owning that, coming into the light, not holding back, rather. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. So if you've been hiding in the background, it's time to break out. Through this, your star shines brighter. So breaking out here. Breaking out. There is a little energy of escapism that I'm picking up around your reading, Leo, but it's not. It doesn't have to be delusional or illusional. It can be real, but you have to take the lead in making it happen. Anything is possible. This distant dream, whatever it is that you want to achieve here, guys. Now, when it comes to October, we've got the bluebird, and this is freedom. This is freedom from emotional storms, finding inner peace, and the magician. Yes, the magician. That's that drive. That's that power to manifest. Inner peace, we've got these two carp here. So where there has been strife, challenges, difficulties with other people, what matters is only you and another. So if you can find peace with a love, a soulmate, someone that there is this sense of belonging with here, Leo, then that's all that matters. Doesn't matter what anyone else has to say about it. I feel that there is a little bit of an emotional storm when it comes to other people. Not so much you and this individual. So there is love around you. For some, there is working together to find a solution to both of your issues, both of your problems. But there does seem to be some strife around you, but I don't feel it's coming from you. I don't feel you're creating that. I do feel that it's somebody else, or could be several people. It's like a third party energy, but I'm not talking other lovers. It feels more like family, friends not being on board with this energy that you have here that seems to be propelling you forward. But I think that you know what you want here, Leo. This inner leader, and it's interesting I got inner leadership, but it's really inner peace. So leadership here will allow you to have inner peace. Yeah. Out of darkness, out of confusion, out of strife comes this beautiful feeling of enlightenment and profound tranquility. Tranquility is when we realize that our life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something that you have to work hard for or search for. It already exists within you. To find this, you have to simplify your life, spend time in nature, listen to the messages that your soul is trying to tell you. True peace, of course, transcends any kind of fear, and we do have a lot of fear here around this moon, a lot of confusion. People around you may be putting a lot of this confusion and fear onto you, but you have the power to transcend that. True peace transcends fear and connects you to source. You'll get what you want by shutting out strife or the storms of the outside world, outside energy, and by reconnecting with your sense of your inner compass here, you will find peace through that, and knowing, understanding. Okay, so I feel like a solution is coming about in around August, September, and October. September, October, and then in November we've got Squirrel, which is having a bright future. There may have been a false start. There may have been a false start around August, September, but I feel like in November things are back on track. That Ace of Wands, yeah, action. And there has been a small delay out of fear with that Fool card in reverse, but it looks to me like you're moving right ahead. There's a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm to move past this false start and go for it with gusto there with that action card. Now, Leo, in December, you do have a clear conquest here, because as a result of your clear vision of what you want, not letting this confusion or this kind of fog you in, disallow your movement. For some of you, there may have been confusion around family. There may have been confusion around whether this was something you were going to be able to do due to health or finances, but all of that seems to be coming out in the wash here. By diligently working towards what you want to achieve with clear vision, with discernment, you're going to be able to move towards what your heart's desire is with that Knight of Cups. Yeah, the diligence card, when we talk about diligence, there's a feeling around this of making sure you put in the work. You know, when fields are left fallow for extended periods of time, it's so the soil can recover and rebalance. It's also to break disease and to break cycles. So for some of you, yes, there was a health issue that needed to be cleared up. Won't be for all of you, Leos. And of course, letting fields lie fallow meant that the subsequent crops were much healthier and more vibrant. So there was a period of things being left, you know, this fallow energy, but it needed to be that way. You needed to have patience and diligence, but the results are worth the wait. So there have been times in your in life where you've had to stay still, to be patient, to step carefully and slowly, and know that the benefits you'll gain in the future will be worth it. Yeah? You're playing a little bit of the long game here, but it's necessary. The benefits you'll gain in the future will be worth it. So be attentive, be meticulous, be persistent. Use the early part of the year to plan for action steps. Be diligent, consistent at each step as you move forward. And by doing that, you'll harvest great results in the latter half of the year. It's not about instant gratification, guys. I know you want it. But your diligence will pay off in the future. It's a time for deliberate strategy and organization. Be thoughtful about how you spend your time moving forward. Be discerning when choosing with whom to spend it. And certainly clear out anything in your life, relationships, jobs, things that are holding you back. For some of you, you've been holding back on a person. You've been following them, waiting until you have a clear vision before you make an offer to them, but that won't be for all of you. And your overall energy here, Leo, is the Bear, the Queen of Pentacles. And I think we had that Queen energy right at the beginning. Yes, this is Earth Mother energy. It's protection, it's nobility, purification, and the world. Yeah, so a cycle is completing out for you guys. It's a cycle of purification. For a lot of you, it is about something that was a health issue. Again, won't be for everyone, and if that's the case, you'll already have known about that, because in January we have it already occurring for you. But throughout the year, I do feel that there is an energy of much greater health and vitality. And it's by having to, and because of that, I think you have to wait on something that will still be around for you at the end of the year. So don't feel like you have to rush towards that. Yeah. It's protected, is what I'm getting, that Bear energy. And I feel that you also are someone who gains a lot of vitality, strength, and health by being a strong support or rock for somebody else. It could be a son, daughter. You could be gaining a spouse here, or you already have a spouse. But there is this strong protector energy. And perhaps in the recent past, you felt like you couldn't be that person for whatever reasons, health reasons, financial reasons, doesn't matter. It does seem like you're getting your power back here, Leo. There's a sense of power and nobility and achieving that. So if you're not feeling your best at year's start, you will be by the end. Yeah, and you'll certainly, if there's any kind of dense fog, confusion, feeling fogged in, not knowing where things are going, by the end of the year you will absolutely know, and there is a lot of positive elements coming up for you in 2027 and beyond. So let's have a look here, Leo. 4 messages for Leo, please, for 2026 for Leo. Defend what is dear to you. Oh, yeah. We've got this Archer energy. Some of you, you may have Sagittarius placements, Sagittarius rising, certainly. And I'm also getting an energy here of knowing what your target is. Now you've got your sights set on something here, Leo, and you're going to defend that to the end. This Queen-like energy, I feel, it's a very empowered energy. I'm going to read this again. It's a regal energy. It's a courageous energy. There's prosperity here, loyalty, powerful energy, compassionate energy, intuitive knowing, responsibility, There's also an administrative energy around this as well, taking care of things that need to be taken care of, knowledgeable and trustworthy. I think that that's the sort of person you want to be, and that's the sort of person you want to be with, Leo. Let's see, one more message here. Seek a wise elder. Well, for some of you, you are that wise elder. For others of you, that's someone who you want to be. Some of you have your sights set on a person that's exactly like that, or that is you setting your sights on someone else. Let's get one final message for you, Leo. There's wisdom here. There's wisdom that comes from being a little bit older. Oops, that's way too many cards. Let's get rid of those. And let's focus on these oracles. Let's get one message here, please, for Leo for 2026. Final message here for Leo. Andele, emotional flow. Yes, I was getting that for you. The need to let your emotions flow. It is card number 24. If you reduce that, it is number 6, which is a very powerful number of balance. And Andele. Well, with this one, guys, if you've been feeling sadness, if you have in the past been a carer for someone, Leo, and you've had trouble expressing the sadness, the emotions that you felt about what you went through to others, if you've judged those emotions as negative, if you've denied them, if you're not the crying type, Leo, if you're not drinking enough pure water, if you're not staying hydrated, if there's a dry quality to life, if you're judging tears or emotions as weak, you're learning to let go and feel all of those emotions. You're needing to connect more to the element of water and its flow. If you have been feeling stuck, misjudged, there will be a sense here of someone around you who can provide help or nurturing in that way to help you, to guide you to move on from that. Even this reading is helping you guide and move on from that kind of energy. It's something that you've bottled up, repressed. Perhaps you thought it was too weak if I cry about that. No, it's something that you need to get out, guys. It may be about a person, maybe this queen-like energy. It's about having an urge to release tears. But after you do so, you'll feel a lot lighter, more open, much more relaxed. There's an energy here of sensitivity to pain, but not that could be, of course, something to do with feeling pain. It may not just be emotional. It may be connected to physical pain, emotional pain and physical pain. There's a need to get that out to someone. It may be a neutral third party, someone that you need to speak to. Could even be a friend or someone that's older, someone that you can get this out to, someone that can provide good advice for you. It feels like something being literally washed away, but very gently, like a nurse will hopefully be nursed. Gentle energy, someone who you need to have gentle energy. You don't want anything harsh this year. People around you, the people need to be more gentle with you here, I feel, Leo, because you could be dealing with some emotional pain or even some physical pain, which is difficult to endure, but things will get much better. But if you are feeling that sense of pain, feeling better and being this gentleness of this being washed away starts with you asking for help. Now, you've always been that rock for others. Now it may be the time for someone to be that rock for you. Yes. So don't get stuck in that pain, whatever that might be. Express it gently and then let it flow on. There's a sweetness energy here. There's a soothing energy. Someone that can help you, that will accept your emotional nature and not. And there's an energy here of not being judged as weak or not being judged in that way. Yeah, for some of you, you have been very stoic. You know, you've been taught to be very stoic. And for some, you think that if you're feeling quite vulnerable, that you can't take action towards moving on in your life until you start to feel that normal strength that you have, Leo, that stoic kind of energy. I see you embracing both parts of yourself this year. Don't see this year as a loss of your strength or a loss of your stoicism, a loss of that. It's actually an integration of your more sensitive side, more of your feminine side. You know, if you've been more of the masculine energy, action-oriented, this is something that's going to allow more of this feminine energy in. And it comes as a result of allowing the world, allowing people around you to help you. And in doing that, I feel that it eases things. It makes you feel good. You know, it's like having that massage and thinking, oh no, I'm not going to have a massage. That's no. Let spirit come in and massage you. Let people take the reins. Let people help you. Yeah. Let people help you here, Leo. And as a result of that, I feel that you're letting go of sadness. So you're letting that go, and you're able to move forward with a clearer vision of what you're capable and what you want. I even feel for some of you, you could be finding new love here after a period of great sadness. So Leo, I'm going to leave it there for you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me. My details are down below, and also you can go to my Etsy store. You can just Google me, or my links are down below. Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy, that's ETSY. I thank you all for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I really do appreciate each and every one of my Leos out there. I hope that you have a fantastic holiday season, and best wishes for the new year. Thank you for all of your support throughout the year, and please take care, Leo. I'll see you soon.